Good morning everybody from London. Welcome to a 5-minute flow to get your morning started. As you can see, I'm in a hotel room. I'm traveling for work. I've just got a simple bath towel out. No need to travel with a yoga mat. And I'm just going to take 5 to 10 minutes just to start to warm up the body, and it's a great little routine for anybody, beginners, anybody's welcome to do this. So we're just going to start cross-legged, just for a moment closing down the eyes, just checking in with the body. A couple of breaths in through the nostril, nice deep breath in, and we're going to sigh out the night that we've just had. Another nice deep breath in. Sigh it out. And one more. Just taking a moment to scan the body for any aches and pains, either pre-existing or that have come up overnight. Checking in. No judgment, nothing to do, just noticing. And then we're just going to start bringing some movement into the neck, turning to look over the right shoulder, slowly rotating the neck around in one direction. Just being nice and slow and gentle with yourself this morning. You might notice some creaks, some cracks, that's all good. That's where we're releasing any blocks. And then gently round the other way. And then coming back up to the center, we're just going to roll the shoulders. Nice big rolls. 3 in one direction, and then we'll go the other direction. I'm just going to place our hand to one side, keep both buttocks on the ground, just creating nice length through one side of the body, trying to create space between the hip and the underarm, and just checking in with the breath. We want to have a nice, slow, steady breath. Trying to keep our focus on the breath as we change over to the other side. Remembering to keep that both buttocks on the ground, breathing into the side of the body. And then we're going to come up into our tabletop. So just to check we've got our alignment right here, we want to make sure we've got the shoulders stacked over the wrists. We want to make sure the hips are stacked over the knees, and a nice neutral spine. So to start with, we're going to drop the belly, bring the head forward, looking up towards the ceiling. And then we're going to tuck the tailbone under, bring the chin in towards the chest, and really, really curve the spine. We're going to add the breath. We breathe in as we drop the belly and look up. Breathing out as we pull back. Create curve in the spine. Again, a couple more in your own time. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Now we want to come to a neutral spine, so no curve in the spine. We're going to tuck the toes under, so just tuck the toes under. We're going to lift the knees, so we want our feet and knees about hip distance apart, and then we're going to pull back into downward dog. So in downward dog, we want to have the sensation that the hands are pushing forward, pushing away, so that we can create nice length through the spine. Could be a little bit tough on the backs of the legs, so option to really bend the knees as much as you want. We want to create that length in the spine. And then as you're ready, slowly start to begin to straighten. If that feels too intense, an option to walk our dog, which which is where we just bring up one heel at a time, dropping the other, raising up, just starting to create a stretch through the calves, through the backs of the legs. And then when you are ready, gently pressing those heels towards the mat, towards the towel, towards whatever you're on. But no pressure to get them there. Just pressing towards it. Checking in with the breath. A couple more breaths here. And then we want to drop the knees down. We want to bring them nice and wide on the mat. Untuck the toes touch. And we're going to pull back into pose of the child. So this is where our arms are out in front. We've got our buttock almost onto the feet if we can. If not, just take the legs at the knees a little bit wider. And then we want to drop the forehead down and just truly release here. Feel the breath. This is a releasing posture. It's a posture that you can come to at any time in our practice. And just really letting go. Couple more breaths here. And now we want to take the hands across to the side. So we want to take the left hand to the left side of your mat, the right hand on top, drop the forehead down. We want to create a nice stretch through the right side of the body. You want to feel that right hip drawing back. You want to feel that right underarm pulling upwards. And then gently walking the hands back through the center, over to the other side. This time the left hand on top of the right, creating space through that left side of the body. So we want to create a nice big stretch through the left side. Focusing on the breath here. And then gently walking the hands back to the center. We're just going to come up onto all fours. We're going to thread the needle. So we're going to take the left hand, open it up, looking up towards the ceiling. Thread it between the right arm, the right arm, right leg, dropping the left shoulder and twisting to look over the right shoulder. The right hand is placed just beside the face, creating a nice twist in the spine. Just breathing here. Pushing into that right hand, bringing ourselves back up and preparing for the other side. This time we'll take the right hand. Open up, looking at that hand. Threading it through between the left arm and the left leg, dropping the right shoulder and twisting to look over the left shoulder. Pressing into that left hand creates a little extra twist. Breathing here. Keeping that breath slow, steady and full. And gently pushing into that left hand. Couple more cat-cows. Just to bring a little more flexibility into that spine. Feel free to come back into pose of the child if that feels good for you. Might even like to have a little wriggle of the hips down here. We hold a lot of tension in our hips, so just creating a little bit of movement. Blocks areas that we hold emotion, where we hold energy. And then just releasing. option to stay here as long as you need to today. It's a fantastic posture to just really let go. Please stay as long as you like, otherwise coming back up to cross-legged. Just closing down the eyes a moment, checking in again with that body and mind. Checking in on that stiffness, checking in on whether or not there's a little more ease where it felt sore or tight earlier. And even just checking in on the mind. Has it softened? Has it calmed? And setting an intention for the day ahead. Setting the intention to make the most of your day. Having a happy attitude. Living in the moment. Being truly present. I hope to see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching.